The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
4th down and 10 for the Spartans. Here comes the blitz off of the corner, and they get there, and it's going to be turned over on downs.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multiple-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
Armson back with a lone back, a man in motion, that's number 5, fakes the handoff, spins around, he's back in the packet, throws deep, he's got a man up top and he catches it! He's still on his feet, number 18 going, the 10, the 5, touchdown Oaks!
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service,
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
AirTech, Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services, Pioneer Keg,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implement, Skyline Roofing,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Leroy Meats, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Waupun Ice Arena. I'm going to write it right here on the desk so I don't mess that up. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here, along with Cameron Hatcher, as we get ready for non-conference action. But this is a huge matchup because it's in the sectional, and they do direct seeding for hockey. So head-to-head goes first. We have parents' night here tonight, as you can see listed across the bottom. So we've got a couple of parents who are going to be coming out. You should recognize some of the numbers that are here. I do have a little bit of information on them. I don't know what I did with it, but I'll see if I can find them out here as we have some of the parents coming out. This is junior goalie Caden Nissler, Alex Fisher, the senior number 2. Aiden Mock is a junior. Doug and Stacy Mock. We know Doug really well.
Yeah.
The athletic director over at Oakfield. And I asked him even when I came in here and I saw him sitting in the stands, what are you doing? He said, I got parents tonight and then I have to head over to Oakfield. I have a feeling they're going to have to use his control.
Tonight.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be one of those that's going to be required. And number 4, Chase Beam, the senior. We're not going to get to everybody here tonight, but I did want to make sure that we were able to bring out some of them. This is Owen Holda, a freshman, and that's Adam Holda, along with Danielle Holda. We're going to step aside here, and you can see, again, the parents coming out to the logo. They're getting their flowers and getting their picture taken. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors. We'll come back here on the pregame show for Parents' Night here at the Waupun Ice Arena. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher. We'll be back. Yep.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wrc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here. It's Parents' Night, so you can see several of the different parents coming out here. So there's that fuzz that we have here, and I'm guessing that that's because we're zoomed in a little bit. Yeah. But it is showing up a little bit on the screen as well. So we're trying a different camera with a different lens. I'm trying to get a little bit wider shot, so I just want to make sure that that's working out here. Let's talk about the Homestead Highlanders. Really, it is Mequon Thiensville, but their high school is called Homestead. They are currently 1-6 on the season, but they play in a very tough conference. They play in the Classic 8 conference. They used to have their own. They used to have the North Shore Conference, but there was only 4 schools or 5 schools that were in the conference. And after they started in that conference, schools started to drop out, so therefore they decided to combine. It's only down to 3 schools in the conference, which just did not create, obviously, enough competition for a conference title. Let's take a look at who they have played. They have played some common opponents, or some opponents that Waupun will see. They have played Sheboygan. They lost to Sheboygan 6-3. Waupun will be playing them. They lost to Fox Cities in overtime 6-5, but I have to put a caveat with that. Fox Cities goalie was their backup goalie. It was not Reichenbacher. So it was the backup goalie, but Fox City still got the win to remain undefeated. In conference, they have Brookfield. They lost 8-1. In conference, they have WNS, which is Whitefish Bay, Nicolay, and Shorewood, and they've got a couple other schools as part of that co-op. And they lost to them 6-5. Waukesha is part of their conference. They lost to them 3-0. They beat Stevens Point Pacelli in a big overmatch. Stevens Point Pacelli struggles to put together a program. They beat them 15-4, and then they lost to Arrowhead in conference again, 3-1. Homestead is a sectional opponent, so this does mean a lot when it comes to head-to-head for seeding purposes. Let's take a look at some of the statistics individually for Homestead. Leading the team in goals is number 13, Bryce Boris. He's got 4 goals. And then there is a tie also with Mitch Coburn. He has 4 goals. There are 4 other players with 3 goals apiece. Number 11, Vince Baker. Number 23, Sean Lemke. Number 22, Nolan McGurthy. And number 21, Sam Hansen. Each have 3 goals. When it comes to the assist side, where they dish the puck, Bryce Boris, again, leads the team with 6 assists. Vince Baker with 5. And Sean Lemke with 3. That gives your total points leader. Number 13, Bryce Boris with 10 points. Vince Baker with 8 points. Sean Lemke with 6 points. Their goalie playing all of the games. Number 1, Charlie Wickman, 1-6. 226 shots he has seen. He's given up 35 goals, 191 saves. That gives him a goals against average of 5.97. That's almost 6 goals that you're giving up per game. And again, it's based on that conference. And then they have he's got an 84.5% save percentage. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics that we have here for Homestead. They start out very slow as a team. That first period of theirs, they struggle to put goals in the net. They've given up 14 goals. They've scored 6. The second period, they make the adjustment. They've scored 15 goals. given up 9. Third period is pretty close, 11-9, and they have lost twice in overtime. So they've given up 2 overtime goals. When you measure everything out, they've scored 30 goals. They've given up 36 goals. As a team, their goals per game average is 4.3. Their goals against, again, we said 5.14, not the 6 that the goalie has, because there was a one period where a backup goalie had stepped in, so he was able to shut them down on 1-for-1, and that gives them their goals against per game average of 5.1. On the power play, they've had 18 opportunities. They have scored 3 times. That's a 16.7%. That just is not going to cut it. High school should be right around 25 to be good. 30 is great, and anything above that is phenomenal. 16.7 is a struggle. They've been on 15 penalty kills, so they're taking as many penalties as they are giving up, typically. They have scored 4 power play they have killed off, of those 15, they have killed off 12. That's a 73.3% penalty kill percentage. That's what I got about the visiting Homestead Highlanders. We're going to step aside here and we will run some more ads, and then we will come back, talk about the Waupun Warriors, and then we will talk a little bit of a interview with the head coach, Nick Tank, here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back after these messages.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back here on the pregame show. Let's talk a little bit about the Waupun Warriors. Currently, Waupun is 2-4 on the season. They lost to conference opponent, a much bigger program, obviously, to the Fond du Lac Cardinals 5-1. Speaking of the Cardinals, they are playing tonight against St. Mary Springs. Caleb and Justin are over there calling the Sturgeon Cup. That should be a dandy of a battle here. I don't want you to not watch us, but at the intermission, maybe flip over there and watch that contest because they start at 7:30. Waupun beat Oshkosh, who is also a Badgerland Conference opponent. They beat them 4-1. They went on the road, lost to Toma. Went on the road and lost to Neener, a Badgerland Conference opponent, who is currently ranked number 2 in the state in Division 1. Then they beat Antigo 5-2, another smaller school. And then they lost just here on Tuesday to Fox Cities 3-6. And again, they're taking on a Homestead team, which is huge, again, for the sectional. As I was looking at in the sectional play, they've got currently number 1 ranked McFarland. They currently have Wanakee, who is currently number 5 ranked in Division 2. Wapaka was an honorable mention. St. Mary Springs was an honorable mention. So you're sitting here with 4 other teams in the sectional. You got to get a win against Homestead to potentially get a home game here at home when it comes to the WIAA playoffs. Let's take a look at some of the other information that we have here for Waupun. Leading the team in scoring is number 16, Camden Flagner. He had 2 beautiful breakaway unassisted goals that he beat the goalie from Fox Cities. They were beautiful plays. He's first on the team with 5 goals. Number 7, Colton Postatnik is 2 goals, and there's several with 1. Leading the team in assists, number 17, Hunter Fromholtz. He's got 2. Jacob Hopp has 2 as well. That gives you your leading point makers for this team. Number 16, Camden Flagner with 6. Hunter Fromholtz with 3. Jacob Hopp with 3. In net tonight will be number 30, Benton Nagel. He is the 2-4 record. He's played all of the minutes in net. He's faced 204 shots. He's given up 23 goals. He's 181 saves. That's a 3.83 goals against average and 88.7% on the save percentage. Let's take a look at some of the team information here. I just talked earlier about Waupun as a slow start, or Homestead is a slow starter. So is Waupun. They've given up 9 goals and only scored 4. Unlike Homestead, who has bounced back in the second period and made the adjustments, Waupun has not. They've been outscored 11-4 in the second period. And in the third period, they're tied. And actually, they have the lead at 5-4. That means that they have given up 24 goals. They have scored 13. As a team, the goals per game average is 2.17. They're giving up an average of 4 goals per game. They've had 21 power plays, and they've executed on 2. That's 9.5% on the power play. And you're going to hear me ask Coach about that. On the penalty kill, they've had 17 penalty kills, so they've done a nice job of staying out of the box. They've given up 5 goals. They're at 71% on the penalty kill, which is below that 75% threshold that you'd like to be solid. So it's another area that they have to work to improve upon. We're going to step aside one more time here. We've got about 9 minutes and 50 seconds here in the warm-up time, and then there'll be about 12 minutes for a ZAM. So that gives us a little bit of time here, and I've got a coach's interview as well. So we'll step aside here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer, along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live streaming cooperation with Radio Plus.
18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. See Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yep, thanks for having me again, Jeff.
Hey, give me a recap here. I thought, we were just talking off air. I thought, for the most part, the Waupun Warriors did a fantastic job battling against Fox Cities. Give me a recap of how you felt things went for that contest.
Yeah, I think, the message after the second period was that we wanted to be proud of the game that we played. And I think all of the kids can say that, yeah, after that third period, they could leave that rank feeling like they put in a pretty valiant effort against what we knew was going to be a really tough team. It's a top Badgerland team. It's probably a top Division I team in the state, really. We knew coming in that they were the leading point scoring team in the state, averaging 7 goals. So that was one of our goals, to keep them below that average, which we did. We also knew that they were really efficient on the PK at about 95%. So we knew they took some penalties. They were efficient at killing them. We wanted to try and take advantage of scoring goals on the man advantage, and we did score one. So that was a small victory. And I thought the kids battled well. We won the third period. It was a tough game. It was nice to have some of our upperclassmen back on the blue line. I thought Chase Beam and Jacob Kerner back there did a phenomenal job. Those two kids are really, really strong, and I think it doesn't matter who they go against. The opposing forward line is going to have a tough night. So, yeah, I was proud of all the kids. They all played hard, battled. back checked hard. So really proud of the effort they put in.
I was really impressed with the 2 unassisted goals that Camden Flagner had there, both times getting behind the defense. We know Fox City's defensemen play aggressive. They like to pinch, but the fact that he was able to get behind them and then even kick in the afterburners, get past them, and then beat a solid goalie twice was a phenomenal effort by Camden.
Yeah, he's got that step to him, and when he gets loose, he finishes at a pretty strong rate when he's on the breakaway too. So he does have that kind of elite breakaway speed, and his consistency with that this year has been a little bit higher. And I'm just encouraging him every shift buzzing like that. So he's doing a great job.
Let's talk about tonight's opponent here. This is a sectional opponent that you're taking on here in the Homestead Highlanders. Tell me what you know about Homestead.
Yeah, so I was just watching a little bit of film. Tony's a good coach. Their kids look like they're gonna be structurally sound. They're gonna be in the right spots. They're gonna be ready to battle. I didn't think anybody that really looked like an outstanding shining star on their team, but it looked like they had about 15 guys that are going to play tough hockey. So we got to be ready to match that, and we got to elevate it.
When I was looking at some of their stats here, they seem to start out very slow. Now, I know that they play in a tough conference in the Classic 8 there, but taking a look, they start out, they've only scored 6 goals in the first period and given up 14. Unfortunately, on Waupun's side, we see the same thing. So I see a mirror image of each other here in the first period. So what's the message to the boys to get this game started?
We got to have a fast start. We got to come out punching right off the first shift. We got to set the tempo of the game, and then we got to play downhill the rest of the period, and we got to do that all 3 periods. So that's the message. It doesn't change a whole lot game to game, but it's just going to be a point of emphasis tomorrow.
Homestead's giving up 4.3 goals per game, and they're scoring 4.3 goals per game, and they're giving up basically 5.1. Their power play is a little bit better. PK is about the same. And again, so I see pretty much mirror images of each other. What do you need to see from your defense and in net to give yourselves a chance to battle and win this contest at home?
Yeah, our defense, we're going to be aggressive. Our defense, I think that's our strong point of our team. So we're going to be aggressive. Try to cut plays off at the red line, make them dump pucks in, have to retrieve, and we're going to try and, get the puck out of the D zone quick. I want my goalie to be aggressive. He's got to be out on top of the paint, challenging angles, and we got to clear pucks out of the house. And, we want to get going north and south as fast as possible. So that's going to be the plan, try and get going in transition. Same thing against pretty much any other team. We want to get that puck into the offensive zone where our forwards can go to work.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time for joining me here on the pregame show. Is there anything else you'd like to add that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Nope. I think it's going to be a good game, and it should be a good night for hockey.
It's going to be an amazing night for hockey. Anytime we get a chance to showcase the Waupun, I love it. And a chance for the crowd. Again, we had an amazing crowd, I thought, on a Tuesday night once again. So, Coach, again, I want to thank you for taking the time for setting up this interview and having this conversation with me. This has been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium,
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. I'm still working to get the Radio Plus side back up and running. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, my internet crashed. I had no internet, and because of that, we lost our live stream here. So thank you for staying with us. Anytime that happens again in the future, so please always stay with us. I usually can get us back up and running. I just had to figure out, I still don't know what happened, but all of a sudden the internet crashed. It stopped working on us, but I think we are back up and working. So here we go. We've got a couple more laps of the Zamboni here. You heard from Coach Nick Tank. You also had a chance as we talked through some of the statistics for both of these teams. The key that I see here, first of all, let's talk about Homestead. Homestead plays in a much tougher conference. They played against much tougher competition, but coming on the road here in Waupun, and people will tell you this, teams will tell you this, coaches will tell you this, on any given day, it does not matter the quality of what Waupun is putting out there as far as a record right now. On any given day, they have the opportunity to knock you off here. We have a fantastic crowd once again here in Waupun. The bleachers are packed all the way down to the end with the student section here. You can see the Zamboni coming around. What Homestead's going to have to do is they need to make sure that they can continue to battle in this first period and not get down. Both of these teams we talked about are slow starting teams. So I believe the team that's going to get off to a good start, whether it is defensively or whether it is offensively, if they're able to shut down the most shots, or on the defensive or on the offensive side, if they can put pucks in the net in this first period, that's going to be able to dictate what happens. Both the goalie, Charlie Wickman, he is going to have to play well. He is a smaller goalie at 5'8", 165, and he is just a sophomore. He's going to be under a constant attack and barrage by this Waupun Warriors team. Key for the Waupun Warriors, then, they have to get in some shots. They have to get a set offense going here and make sure that they are able to execute and put some pucks back in the back of the net. It's struggling when you are only scoring on average 2 goals per game. And if you take a look at their wins, both of their wins, they scored more than that. They won 4-1 over Oshkosh, and they beat Anago 5-2. If they can put pucks in the back of the net, they have a fantastic opportunity to win. That's going to require them to make sure that their power play, if they get the opportunity, they have to get some stuff set up and get working that power play. Zamboni has left the ice as they're cleaning things back up down by the Zamboni door, and we'll get ready here for the teams to enter the ice here as we get ready, waiting for the officials to come out here as well. Starting just a little bit late. Typically we'd be starting hopefully right around 7 o'clock, but with Parents' Night, which is awesome, they had that opportunity. We are running a little late. We're going to step aside one more time, and we're going to hear from some of our sponsors until we get ready for those starting lineups. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's Live Stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Bright, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus as we get ready here for the starting lineups here for these two teams. The Waupun Warriors have hit the ice, coming out of the locker room, and coming out of the referee's door is the visiting Homestead Highlanders. I was just taking a look here earlier, and I didn't notice it before, but Charlie Wickman is not a very big goalie. He's only 5'8", 165. And when you take a look at him actually warming up there, you can see the shoulder is only at the top of that crossbar, which if he's not going to stand tall, they have a chance to start picking some corners. Now, those are tougher shots, and it only works well when you work together as a team, but that's what the expectation is. And let's get ready for the starting lineups here for the Highlanders of Homestead. And again, they're taking on the Waupun Warriors. At one defense will be Charlie Kazmarek. Number 10, another defenseman is Ian Pretzlaff. Number 4, Mitch Coburn will be one forward. Number 11, Vince Baker. And number 13, Bryce Boris. And in goal tonight will be number 1, the sophomore, Charlie Wickman. And head coach Tony Navari and the rest of the Homestead Highlanders. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Some of you know already what you need to do. There is my gentleman from, I believe it's Serbia. So thanks again for jumping in here. So good to hear from you again. Starting lineup here. Number 4, Chase Beam. Number 20, Jacob Kerner. Number 10, at forward, Jacob Hopp. At number 16, Camden Flagner. And the other forward is number 17, Hunter Fromholtz. And in goal will be number 30, Benton Nagel. Head coach Nick Tank for the Waupun Warriors. We'll step aside here as we get ready for the national anthem, and we'll come back after that and get ready to drop the puck. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena, where the Waupun Warriors are going to be taking on the Highlanders of Homestead. What a matchup that we've got going on here, because these two teams are in the sectional, and both of them are going to be battling to try and sneak in a home game in the sectional if you follow what the coaches' rankings are saying. But it should be a good battle tonight between the Waupun Warriors and the Highlanders of Homestead. Once again, a fantastic job here. I know we don't show it, but Scotty Van Galen was absolutely amazing again with his national anthem. He does a great job singing here for Waupun. He does it for all hockey. He does it for baseball games. He just does a great job here, and he's strictly volunteer. It's an unpaid position, much like ours. But we like the fact that he does it, and he does a fantastic job also of sending me the score sheet just in case I miss it. So get ready here to start this contest. In at center again is going to be number 16, Camden Flagner. Number 10, Jacob Hop on this side. On the far side is Hunter Fromholtz. Taking one, Waupun with possession. Skating through the neutral zone, takes it in on the attack. Is going to be number 20, Jacob Kerner. Gets down low, bangs it up against the boards. Waupun looks like they should have enough size to be in here in battle. Skating with it is number 4, Mitch Coburn. Dumps it down low, taken away there by Kerner. Swings it over to his D partner, Chase Beam. Beam tries to get it out. Tic-tac-toe there by Fromholtz into the neutral zone. Right on Coburn. Off of the toe of Nagel. Did a nice job there coming out to the paint to cut down the angles. Chase Beam, he's going to skate with it through the neutral zone. Looks to take it all the way in. Walks, gets a couple of sticks, stops his attack. The Highlanders get it back into the neutral zone. Waupun with possession. That's Colton Postotnik. Brings it over to Brock Reeder. Reeder in the neutral zone again, gives it over to Homestead. They lose it after they crash into the officials. Beam still with it, swings it over to Reeder. Back over to Beam, up against the boards, underneath the stick, over to Parker Zickert. Zickert into the neutral zone to Polda. Polda chips it into the neutral zone, loses it, and hustling back over is number 9 for the Warriors, Derek Pribino. Colton Postotnik had it for a second there. Is still in the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by the Warriors. That's going to be number 9, Derek Pribino. Pribino looks to go around, gets all the way down to the goal line. Swings, centers, nobody there. Out to the D, shot off of the stick. Zickert fired and went off of the stick of one of the Homestead Highlanders. At the 15:26 mark. Waupun in the offensive zone, facing off against number 14, Gabe Farina. They boot for Farina out. And I believe that's number 8 coming in, Nate Urban. It's up against the number 1 line for Waupun. He picked up there by number 14, Gabe Farina. Tried to clear, does. 2-on-2, no, now they've got numbers 3-on-2. And an offsides whistle on the far side as Homestead had something cooking there, but offsides. Trying to see who it was. It was over on this far side here. 14. Waupun won the faceoff. Tried to clear, does. Out into the neutral zone. That's going to go to Luke Lalonde. Loses it, comes right back to him. Into the neutral zone. Picked up there by the Warriors, number 10, Jacob Hop. Rims that thing around by the King Manufacturing logo is Kyle Miller. Chipped it into the neutral zone. Hustling after it with some speed is number 6, Doug Jones. Gets lit up there running into Chase Beam. That is one big man to run into. And he's heading to the bench. Was number 8, Nate Urban. Waupun comes in on the attack. Trying to clear it out. Picked up there by Polda. He gets bumped off of the puck, taken there by number 5, Charlie Kasmarek. Back across into the neutral zone. Waupun gains possession. Chase Beam. Looks, goes to his D partner over on the other side. I believe that time, though, it's Brock Reeder. I have to just double check. Colton Postotnik comes in, bangs it off of the board, trying to get the ricochet to come out front. Good job there by the Highlanders to control the rebound. Tipped into the neutral zone, hustling after it. It's number 13, that's Bryce Boris. Number 20 for the Warriors, Jacob Kerner. Banks it up against the boards. Highlanders grab possession. Back into the neutral zone. Going after it is number 4, Mitch Coburn. Coburn with it. Bad angle shot. That's going to be ricocheted over into the corner. And it'll be picked up this time by Hunter Fromholtz. He drops it down low, heads to the bench. Ricochet comes out in front of Wickman. He sits on top of it and gets the whistle for the Highlanders. 13:26 here in the first period. Back and forth for both teams. Vostotnik battling against number 16, Paxton Hoffman, that looks like. Picked up there by number 11, Vince Baker. He bangs it off of the boards to Jacob Spaulding. Picked up there. Reeder had a chance. Stepping in again as Pribino holds it. Polda with some forecheck. Coming in also is Parker Zickert. Centering pass. Had a chance there to get it to Polda. Coming back the other way with some speed is number 11, Vince Baker. Tried to get the pass. Good active stick right in the way of the passing lane by number 18 for the Warriors, Brock Reeder. Turned over again in the neutral zone. Reeder trying to hound Jacob Spaulding. Spaulding gets all the way down to the goal line. Reeder rides him to the boards. Puck comes out, and they're going to call in apologies. Looks like it came back. And we're back here live. 1:33 still left here on the power play. Struggling with some internet issues, and my apologies for that. Haven't usually had that as an issue here. Puck is loose, picked up there by the Highlanders, trying to get their overload. Got a man in front causing a screen action here, all the way up to the top. Shot in the back of the net. Nagel did not even see it. And a goal scored on the power play at 11:52 on the clock. I didn't see who scored that. It's all the gentlemen that came all the way up to the top, so I'm going to have to wait to see who gets credit for that goal coming from Scotty Van Galen. Wow. 1-0. Thanks again for enjoying the broadcast here. We'll wait till Scotty announces. Vince Baker with the assist from Bryce Boris and number 4, Mitch Colburn. Good job there by the officials. 11, Vince Baker with the assist to number 13, Boris, and number 4, Colburn. And it's 1-0 already, the Waupun Warriors. I know they don't have the 1 put up there, but hopefully they'll get it on the scoreboard. Again, we have all volunteers that run that type of stuff here at the association. Good work here again. 1-on-1. Nope, 2-on-1. There's the odd man rush. Unfortunately, a saucer pass was way off for the Highlanders. Trying to drop it back in was number 23, Sean Lemke, a one-handed swing with the stick. Flagner has it down below by the King Manufacturing for the Warriors. Back into the offensive zone. Warriors trying to get something rolling here. Picked up, rimmed around the boards for the Highlanders, trying to clear. Good cross-ice pass off of the stick of number 21, Sam Hansen. Gets it into the neutral zone. It'll be picked up there by the Waupun Warriors, Chase Beam. He dumps it in the neutral zone. That's going to go all the way down wide into the glass. Bad ricochet coming off of there as it went off of the stick of Wickman. Highlanders trying to get something set up. Good breakout against the half wall to Spaulding. Spaulding turns, gets around Postotnik. Gets it into the zone, and Postotnik on the back check is able to get a hold of it. Owen Polda with it for the Warriors. Postotnik tried to get it over to Polda, picked up there by the Highlanders into the shin pads of Zickert. Puck is loose. Taken away by the Highlanders. By the King Manufacturing logo. Here comes the breakout. Spaulding, a good step up there by Jacob Kerner. Offsides for the Warriors. Kerner battling, trying to pull it out. Good job there by the defenseman to step up. putting all kinds of pressure, turned over. Wickman was able to stay tight with the pads, was able to get the save. Again, another shot there by the Waupun Warriors. Good job there. Wickman was able to get a stick on it. Comes into the neutral zone. That's going to force Waupun to come back in and change. Hustling in is number 9, Derek Primino. He goes all the way down into the slot area. Had a chance with the tip to Fromholtz. Couldn't quite elevate as Wickman was watching the puck come around. That'll be picked up there by Brock Reeder. Camden Flagner centers it into the slot area. Nobody there for the Warriors. Taken away by number 5, Charlie Kazmarek. Back over to the Warriors. Shot down there by Reeder from the blue line. Tried to get it in low. Taken away into the neutral zone. Numbers here for the Highlanders. Hustling. Shot. Blocker save by Nagel. Came out a little bit further out of his net into the paint. Banged off of the boards. Into the neutral zone for Highlanders. Taken there, looking. Good pass there from number 13, Bryce Boris. But a good step up by the Warriors, Chase Beam. Owen Polda centers it to Postotnik. Postotnik picks it up at the boards, gets it back into the neutral zone for the Warriors, but right on the stick of the Highlanders. Back into the neutral zone again. Fromholtz, tic-tac-toe to Postotnik. Into the glove of Wickman, and he gets the save for the Highlanders. Wickman saw that all the way, came out at the top of the paint and was able to battle. 8:08, a little bit halfway of this first period. 1-0 is the score for Homestead. Warriors at the King Manufacturing logo again, trying to get something rolling. Chase Beam with it for the Warriors down in their defensive zone with some speed. Chips, he's coming after it. He's got good hustle. Going back with him is Kyle Miller. Beam gets there first, centers it. Nobody there for the Warriors to go with him. Kerner tries to bump off the puck, gets possession. Back into the slot area, and a good shot there by number 10 for the Warriors, Jacob Hopp. And Wickman was right there. 7:35 here still in the first period. 1-0 for Homestead on a power play goal. Chipped into the neutral zone, came out. They got to come back and tag up. Postotnik is going in there with pressure, and it's going to be called an offsides. They were telling him over and over offsides and didn't come back. Face off just in front of the broadcast booth that we have here. Again, I got to give a shout out to Jeremy Hopp, who a couple years ago built this for me here. And the Waupun Youth Hockey Association runs everything here. Postotnik gets booted out. Coming in to take off the face-off is going to be Parker Zickard. Wins it to the side. Hustling after it for the Warriors is Derek Bruno. The Highlanders up against the board, looking to get it in the neutral zone. No pressure. Grass ice pass. Good job there by Zickard to get the stick in the way of the passing lane. And then he's going to go back and pick it up. By the circle. Picked up there by the Warriors. Tried to get it into the neutral zone. Picked up there by number 23. Shot right into the belly. Good job there by Benton Nagel to step out and cut down that shot from number 23, Sean Lemke. Thanks again to the 29 folks who have got their computers logged in here and enjoying their broadcast. You know what you need to do. You've seen a couple of people who already watch our broadcast religiously. Get into that YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and who's your favorite players. When they're by the Highlanders into the shin pads of Cam Flagner. He's limping a little bit. Highlanders with a little bit of zone time here. Reverse in direction. Beam up against the corner. He takes a good hard hit there by Sam Hansen. Not many people go in there and battle against Beam. Hansen again. That should have been head contact, I thought. He went into the shoulder and hit right into the head. And there's a battle again. This time it's Kerner up against number 13, Bryce Boris. Homestead again. Shot it back towards the net. Beam with it. Has it. Good change of direction there by Chase. Got it off of the stick into the neutral zone of Fromholtz. Back to the Highlanders. Beam once again. Swings it to his D partner. That'll be number 20. Kerner goes into the official skates. Stops the icing. And Waupun will take advantage as they have some zone time now. Turned over to the Highlanders. Chipped back into the neutral zone. Going to pick it up is going to be Derek Pribino. Pribino looks, blows a tire, chips it in, and it goes right to the Highlanders. Skating with it is number 11. That's going to be Vince Baker. Gets it down low, battling up against Pribino. Good cross-ice pass this time right at the blue line. Picked up there, skating with it is Parker Zickert. Stepping up, it's going to be Brock Reeder. And taken away by Highlanders. Fromholtz trying to catch up on the back check. 3 Warriors, none of them touch him as he goes into the corner. Going to be off. I don't know what happened there. A little power surge or something maybe. 5-12 and going to the box again. This time for Waupun is going to be number 9. For a rough at 5-12. And when your penalty kill is only executing at 70%, you cannot afford to go to the box. Interference, I'm sorry. I thought it was a rough. I didn't see the official's call. Interference is the call. Off of the stick of the Highlanders. Into the skates, trying to get a leak out is Cam Flager, who had several. Waupun's going to be caught. Chase Beam gets a hold of it, flings it all the way down the ice. Wickman's going to play it behind the net. Set it up for his Highlanders. Going after it. It's going to be number 20, Luke Lalonde. Cross-ice pass right over to number 13, Bryce Boris. He drops it back. Coming with speed is going to be Vince Baker. He gets to the blue line, goes right past Zickert. Drops it back. So they try and set it up again. A little bit of an umbrella play. They're going to switch sides to run it. Over on the overload side. Back up to the top. Down low. Again, a little bit of an umbrella setup here. Trying to get it back inside. They do. Shot pad saved. Good job there by Benton Nagel. Poke check it away. Cleared by the Waupun Warriors. 56 seconds remains in the power play. Regrouping. Lalonde blows a tire as he tries to make the pass. Coming through the neutral zone. Switching is Baker. Power play has been out there for a long time. Gets it underneath the stick to number 13, Bryce Boris. He goes into the zone, being hounded there by Parker Zickert. Top, backside, shot wide. On a fluttering puck there by Doug Jones, I believe that was. Might have been, nope, that's number 5 on the far side, Charlie Kazmarek. Picked up here for Highlanders on the saucer pass, taken away. 10 seconds as soon as it goes to the goalie Wickman. And it looks like this power play will have been killed off by the Waupun Warriors. Why are we continuing to drop frames? This is driving me bonkers. Power play is over with 3:07. I hope that you can still get the broadcast here. Again, I'm having issues with the internet. This just has not been an issue. For us much this year. I don't know if this one jack is actually set up or not. I'll have to double check that one of these times. But again, if we lose you, stay with us. I will always get us back. It may take me 2 minutes, and I'll apologize right now. That's going to be an offsides for the Waupun Warriors, but I usually do a nice job of getting any internet issues back. And again, I'm dropping frames once again. And I don't understand why. So I'm going to check some of my performance issues on my computer and see if I can figure out what's going on here. All right, my apologies. I'm probably going to do a reboot just so you're aware, because it's just dropping streams specifically here on Jeff's live stream here, so I'm not sure what's up, but at the intermission, I am going to do a reboot, so just stay with me when I do so. 140 and counting here. The Highlanders once again trying to break it out. A good job there by Hop to try and hold it into the neutral zone. Drops it back in. Warriors going to go in on the forecheck. That's going to be Fromholz trying to get there. Good hold by the Waupun Warriors, trying to get something right here at the end of the period to get this thing back to even. 1 goal lead for the Highlanders. Trying to clear off of the skate of Chase Bean. Shot there, save. Puck was loose, still puck loose in front, and just missed it. They had a chance right there. And taken away by the Highlanders. Into the neutral zone. Skating with it is going to be number 20, Sam Hansen. He rims it back down. Cross ice pass. That'll go nowhere. That'll be an icing with no consequence, but getting off of the ice and getting some fresh guys out here for the final 51 seconds. Waupun had a perfect opportunity and just could not execute. Rims around. Chipped into the boards. Ripped back. .34 seconds remaining here for the first period. Again, I know I'm dropping some frames and I just don't understand what's up with my internet connection. I probably will switch cords as well when I reboot, see if that'll make a difference. Highlanders trying to come here with numbers. 3-on-2. They look, and a great defensive play right there by Derek Tribino to stop them from getting the shot off. They clear for the Warriors into the neutral zone. Highlanders still with 4 seconds, going to try and get in on the one more attack, and they can't. Rubbed off by Colton Postotnik. And we've got the end of the first period. Again, stick with me. I know I've got some internet issues that are taking place. And we'll come back and we'll talk about this first period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Again, stay with me. I'm going to be doing a reboot. We'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Double checking over here into the chat. Hey, I'm glad we got people who are putting some stuff in there, but got to remind you folks that I want you're cheering for your team. I want it to be positive. You're not ripping on the other person. Otherwise, I'll have to block you, because the purpose here is to create memories and let people know that you're cheering for them. So I love the fact that we got a little bit of going here, but make sure, please, again, that you're not ripping on the opponents and that you're just letting us know who you're cheering for and who's your favorite players and where you're watching from. Again, we love that. I don't care if you're sitting here at the arena. And again, I am not saying that if you're a Highlanders fan or a Warriors fan, I don't care. I want to make sure that you're putting stuff in the chat that's appropriate and you're creating memories for these kids, because the goal that I have with doing this is to make sure that we are able to create those memories. So 10 years from now, when they decide that they're going to go back and watch this, that they're going to go back and they're going to see who was cheering for them. And during this contest, that's my whole goal with the live streams that I put together. There's enough of my lecture. Here we go. Let's take a look. The goal that was scored at 11:52 was a power play goal by number 11, Vince Baker. Vince is getting a lot of love in here, and I love that. That's great to see. Again, let's just make sure that we continue to focus on the players themselves. The assist goes to number 13, Bryce Boris, with a secondary going to number 4, Mitch Coburn. That comes off of the elbowing penalty from number 18, Brock Reeder, at the 12:40 mark. 5:12 on the clock. An interference call for the Waupun Warriors on number 9, Derek Pribino. And they were able to kill that one off. So glad to see that that Waupun was able to get a penalty kill. I'm also glad to see that the Highlanders, who were struggling only at 16% on their power play, are at 1 for 2. That's 50% there, Cameron, and that gives them an opportunity right now to be improving their percentage.
All day, every day, 50%.
Let's take a look at saves. Number 1, Charlie Wickman, just a sophomore, 7 for 7 on saves. Benton Nagel, the senior, number 30 for the Waupun Warriors, 8 for 9. It's about 4 minutes and 50 seconds still remaining. Glad to see that watching from our new house on 613 Park Street. Hey, thanks for joining us, Jason. We really appreciate it. And glad to have you jumping in to our live stream. Again, we've got several live streams taking place today on the Jeff's Live Stream Network. If you want to see some other good hockey, and I'm not encouraging you to leave us, believe me, but at Fond du Lac, they play for the Sturgeon Cup when they take on St. Mary Springs and Fond du Lac whenever they play their regular season Badgerland conference. Chris Gitzel, yep, I got you. Watching for Jefferson. Chris, I did not know that you moved there. I'm glad that you are able to put in there. Class of 2007, was the assistant principal and athletic director when Chris graduated from Waupun. So thanks for letting us know that, Chris. Appreciate it. But again, there's hockey over there. We got a fantastic Division 5 matchup between the undefeated Oakfield Oaks and the undefeated CWC Crusaders. We also got that basketball game there. And we have another game. Laconia girls are taking on the WLA girls. That should be a dandy of a matchup. And then we also have over on Radio Plus, there's a couple of other games as well. So I hope that you enjoy our entire live streaming service, because everybody, at least at Jeff's live stream, is all on the same page. We're going to step aside here for the final 3 minutes. We'll come back here after getting a little bit of love from our sponsors, and then we'll talk about what we think the keys of the game are. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's Live Stream in cooperation with Radio.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Again, one of the oldest arenas in the state of Wisconsin that still operates, and it looks phenomenal. Built in 1970s. 71, 72 is what keeps popping up. But we got 1 minute here before we're going to start this second period. Cameron, what do you think? If you were in the locker room, what did Coach Navari tell his Homestead Highlanders?
Keep possessing the puck. They've spent a lot of time in the offensive zone in that first couple of periods here, or first period there. So I mean, I expect them to see this much of the same.
And if you were Coach Tank for the Waupun Warriors, what do you got to tell these Waupun Warriors?
You know, I know it's one thing, we're up here in the booth, we've got our headsets on, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on the ice as much, but I don't hear as much communication from Waupun. And it seems when they do get an opportunity, it seems to be one guy instead of a team attack.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that both of those things are spot on from a guy that doesn't know anything about hockey, who's learning because I keep scheduling him here. All right, here we go in this second period. Once again, thanks for participating with us. Coach Buckles is in there, 1975. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to remind you guys that if you're going to participate in the chat, I don't want to block you. Make sure you're focusing on your team and that it's positive as we get things rolling here. Waupun coming out on the attack. Now, if you remember the statistics when we were talking about this, the Highlanders have outscored their opponents in the second period 15-4. So Waupun has to make sure. That tells me that Coach Navari does a fantastic job of making the adjustments between the first and second period. Waupun needs to continue, just like you talked about. Keep that puck in the zone. Get some shots on Wickman. Get some traffic in front of him. Good shot there by Chase Bean, but he could see it all the way. Any goalie at the high school level who can see the puck should be able to make the stop. 15-52. Good drop there. Coming back with it is going to be Owen Polda through the neutral zone using some speed. Goes wide as the puck knocked off of his stick. Picked up there by the Highlanders, number 20, Luke Lalonde. Trying to clear it out. Does Mitch Coburn. Good, right on the right on the tape of Sam Hansen, and a save, and that's an easy one there for Brenton Nagel, who is able to pop out there. So once again, the internet is not cooperating very well with us here. So
After
as
I'm
we start
getting all this great hockey knowledge on here, you mean the internet's not working?
Yeah, it's not doing what we need it to do. So it's showing that it's streaming some, the internet's just not there. That's going to be dropped all the way down. I think what I'm going to try and do, I don't know if it's going to let me because I'm actually streaming here. No, it won't let me do it. So I was going to see if I could drop down my, instead of running at 1080p, I was going to run at 720, which seems to operate a little bit better. And I didn't pay attention to that when I did the reboot. It automatically kicked me over to 1080. So I may end up, if we start dropping more frames, I may end up doing a reboot once again, but I'll try everything I can to stay right here so that you guys get a chance to see the action. So thanks again for participating into the chat. Truly appreciate it. I'll check that at the next whistle. Jacob Hopp in the corner trying to get it out with two Highlanders on him. Cleared out for Highlanders. Skating with it is number 20, Luke Lalonde. Taken away there by the Warriors. Good possession here for the Warriors. They just have only gotten one decent shot on Wickman. Once again, trying to get the breakout was Lalonde. Over up against the half wall to number 21, Sam Hansen. Cross ice pass. Picked up there, skating with it and dropping it down is Kyle Miller. Good speed there, played there by Nagel. Picked up by Miller, trying to look to see if somebody will come crash in the slot. A little bit late, taken away there by number 18, Brock Reeder. Cross ice pass, it was tipped, no ice. Going after it, Polda. Banged off of the boards, too hard. Stepping in, Chase Beam. Making contact there with Doug Jones. Drop down low, good battle here with Kerner. Being pulled in there by number 14, Gabe Farina. Warriors with numbers. Coming back hard on the back check is Doug Jones to get himself into position. Picked up there by the Highlanders. Back and forth we go, but the Waupun has had a little bit more sustained offensive zone time so far.
They sure have.
And that's exactly what they need to do to try and get this thing even. Big Chase Beam steps up, gets the puck, takes it down low into the corner. Camden Flagner trying to hold it up against the wall, along with Hunter Fromholtz. Both of them pull it out. They're looking, trying to center. Good active stick in there by number 22, Nolan McGurthy. Also play there by Fromholtz. And again, the Highlanders, number 14, Gabe Farina takes it away. Shot towards the net, knocked down there by the Highlanders. Fromholtz once again into the corner, trying to get their offense set up. Banged up against the boards. Chipped into the neutral zone. And grabbed over there again by Chase Beam. He's going to try and come in with speed. Gets into the slot area wide on that shot. As he had two Highlanders collapsing, still in the zone. Camden Flagner takes a hard hit up against the board. He's going to head to the bench, get the change. Trying to hold it in for the Warriors was number 20, Jacob Kerner. Into the skates, picked up there by the Highlanders in neutral zone, trying to come in on the attack. Finally cross the red line, chip it in. Nagel puts it to the corner. Picked up over there by Brock Reeder. Chipped in. And it's going to be an icing, and we'll get a face-off coming all the way back down. And the consequence for icing? Nothing. Zero. Absolutely hate the icing rule that the high school has.
We're going to have to start a new segment. Things that grind my gears with Jeff.
Yeah, right. That's one of them.
Hey, I'm with you. The more I learn about hockey, the more I'm with you on that one.
It's the only level that does not have a consequence for icing. The youth level, when they're on the penalty kill, is not allowed to ice the puck. Now, that one I don't necessarily agree with, but it is the rule, and there's a consequence. So why not at the high school?
Well, and all other sports, they're trying to, push things down like shot clocks in basketball at the high school level and prepare kids for that next level. Why not here?
Exactly. Because you can move up to your next level at juniors, you're going to get a consequence. And I know they say the officials can't handle it. Look at this guy right here. He's out there. He can handle it. He's watching who's going to the bench. Mm-hmm. So you have one guy who has to always stay over there, including the linesman stays on the side where the benches are. Should be easy to track, I think. And I've asked a couple of I've got friends who are officials. They say that they think they can handle it. Oh, good speed here by the Highlanders. 3-on-2 into the skates of Chase Beam. Turned away by the Waupun Warriors. Get off my soapbox. Hunter Fromholtz. Good pass over there to Fleigner. Fleigner with a shot. Getting on top of it. And a good save there again by Charlie Wickman to keep it at 0 for the Waupun Warriors. Just a sophomore. I'm pretty impressed with it watching Wickman. He doesn't panic. A couple of times he wasn't able to control the puck the way that he probably would have liked to, but still no panic. And that's one of the things that's huge for a goalie is you cannot panic. Not sure where they tossed the center, but I'm not sure why. I think they're saying Chase Beam was pinching too fast or stepped across. Beam chips into the neutral zone. Good hustle again by the Highlanders. This first line of the Highlanders has good speed. Actually, this isn't their first liners. Second line has got good speed here against the Waupun Warriors' first line. Good pinch there by Kerner. Tried to center, and good solid defense by the Highlanders. Fromholtz holds, picked, cleared. There's an ice. And the consequence is everybody change, and we'll just bring the faceoff back to where it was slapped around from. So I don't understand how that shouldn't be a consequence, but let's double check here. Let's go Homestead. Let's go Vince Taylor. Go Waupun. All right, UNC. Not sure what that is, but thanks again for the people who are joining me here and helping create memories along with me. I really appreciate it. Highlanders skating into the zone. Dropped in there by number 14, Gabe Farina. Waupun gets possession, rims it around, trying to clear. They had the speed, but held in there by Sam Hansen. He drops it back to Farina. Taken away by Postotnik for the Warriors. Postotnik looks. Cross-ice pass to Owen Polda, who was cut into the middle like he should, but couldn't control. Slams on the brakes. A little trickler. Good job there as it went through the skates of Waupun's Derek Burbino. 10:41 left here in the second period. 1-0 the Highlanders. Back here to live action. Shot again, this time by number 6, Doug Jones from the defensive side after Homestead won it in the slot. Trying to take it away. Warriors skating with it as Olden Polda. He drops it down low. He's going to try and go in on the forecheck, then goes for a change. Turnover to the Highlanders. Tried to stretch it wide open on the cross ice side. He missed it. Was number 22, Nolan McGurthy. Waupun with it. Coming in as Camden Flagner. Shit all the way again from the logo. Tried to get it through the legs. Nothing doing. Trying to break it out. Good hold here for Jacob Hopp. Shot towards Mitchum, and it chips in. Short side. The Waupun Warriors have tied it up. At 10 minutes on the clock. 7 minutes elapsed time. Short side. Wasn't tight to the post. Waupun Warriors. It looks like it's going to be Hunter Fromholtz, but we'll see for sure. We're tied at 1. Good work for the Warriors. They deserved it because they had the... Is that there right there? First goal, 7 minutes. Second, score number 17, Hunter Fromholtz, the even strength goal. Hop with the assist, as well as number 16, Camden Flagner. Offsides, Homestead has to tag up. Once again, I noticed that we are dropping frames, so puck gets in front of Wickman. When I have a little bit of an extended time, I am going to end up doing a reboot so that I can change the resolution that I've got going on here. 1-1 at 9:19. I'll try and hold off as long as I can. I'm hoping I can get to the intermission. Shot there by Postotnik. Save. Puck loose. Great battle there by Owen. Pulled it down low to try and help out. Off of the boards. Change of direction is the Highlanders and cannot get it out. Grab there by Kerner. Kerner drops it down low. Highlanders go after it again to pick it up. Puck is free. Wickman gets on it and gets the whistle. A little bit of extracurricular activities. .853, almost the halfway point of the second period. Cross ice pass right on the stick to the Highlanders in the neutral zone. Chip down low. Warriors going to pick it up. We're tied at 1. Brock Reeder banged up against the boards. Out of the zone. Good job there. Boy, I thought he did a fantastic job of pulling it back in to reset it himself. The linesman calls it at almost exactly the halfway mark at 8:29. Face off, Mitch Coburn wins it there for the Highlanders. Chase Zingsheim went in there with it, tried to get there, could not. Taken away by the Highlanders into the slot. Working the puck down low. It's number 13 for the Highlanders. Bryce Boris, good job there by Derek Privino to lay out. Jacob Hopp trying to get it into the zone. It's in the neutral zone. Taken there by Zingsheim. Shot wide of the net into the corner. Picked up there by the Highlanders. Into the slot area. Picked up by the Highlanders into the neutral zone. Good pass. 2-on-2. Entry into the zone. Beats the defense. Nobody there. Got in the crash. As pushing wide was Chase Beam. Going to be picked up there by Brock Reeder. He's going to get contacted. That's going to be an interference call on number 5 for the Highlanders. And they're going to have their first penalty. And I'm going to reboot. Merrick is called for kneeing. Kazmarek is called for kneeing at the 7:40-ish mark. All right, I should have the broadcast back up. Let's hopefully that it's going to continue to run here. 1:08 still left on the power play here for the Waupun Warriors. They've had some good zone time keeping it in here, but they still are struggling to put one past Wickman, and that would be awesome if Waupun would be able to get their power play working. Comes out to the slot, D to D, way out front. Slap shot there by number 18, Brock Reeder, from way out. Not enough interference in front of Wickman. That's going to squirt into the neutral zone. Warriors are going to have to regroup. The officials continue to keep running into players here. 45 seconds. Chase Beam brings it in, walks it in a couple of times, gets into the slot area, backhands it, nothing there. Picked up here by the Highlanders. Skating with some speed is Bryce Boris. Waits, drops into the glove of Nagel. He drops it and gives it to Plastotnik to reset with 30 seconds remaining here on the power play. Backhand by the Highlanders back into the neutral zone, forcing the Warriors to get back on side. 17 seconds. Picked up there by Brock Reeder. Jacob Turner. Nagel plays it. 5 seconds remaining. Gives it over to Derek Pribino. Pribino to Turner, and the penalty is killed off. We're at full strength. Warriors with possession in the neutral zone. Drop it down into the corner, and it's going to be too many men on Waupun. Played off of the bench. That'll be a penalty. They're going to have to send somebody to the bench. After just killing it, going over and having a seat is going to be number 19, Jace Zingsheim. He's going to have a seat at the 5:11 mark. Too many men. Let's see if the penalty kill is working here for the Warriors. Picked up there, Beam tries to clear, gets it into the neutral zone, going all the way back. The Highlanders are going to run all the way back into their defensive zone to regroup and get something set up. Right up against the half wall, going back in on the attack quickly is number 5. That is Charlie Kazmarek. Sticked aside right there into the glass by Nagel. Picked up by the Warriors and cleared. 30 seconds has been cleared off here by the Waupun Warriors. Highlanders got 1 power play goal. Back in on the attack. Good pressure here by Camden Flagner on the puck. Warriors out of position. They got to be careful here. The Highlanders were all over the slot as 3 Warriors went after the puck. 1 minute and 3 seconds. High stick been played there by the Highlanders, and that'll force a face-off all the way back down here. So when the puck is above the shoulders, if they hit it with a stick, it's not allowed to do so. That's high, played with a high stick. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Completely agree there. They got to get in front of that net and take the eyes away of Wickman. Skating with it through the neutral zone. Slamming on the brakes. Trying to work it down low against the boards. Change of direction for the Highlanders. Stepping up and trying to chip it free was Derek Pribino. Shot from outside into the slot. Hammered there. Good job there by Benton Nagel not to panic. Stay in front. Back out to the D. Working it. Down low over at the far side of the circle. Bad angle shot over there on the short side. Missed. And it's going to be ripped down by the Warriors. 20 seconds remain. Going to be picked up there by number 11, Vince Baker. Baker skating with it. Coming through the neutral zone. He has some speed as the Warriors went for a change. Tried to cut to the inside. Leaves the puck. And a good save there is out in front of the water. The paint area is Benton Nagel to cut down the angle. Good job there. Looks like the puck popped up and went into his jersey. Going to see if they're going to find it. There it is. Comes out of the chest protector down to the pads. 5 seconds remain here on the power play. Shot towards the net. Puck is loose. Good job there again to clear. And both teams are at full strength. Shot towards the net, and a good job there. Benton Nagel gets on top as the puck was just deflected. And he gets the whistle at 3:06. 1-1 is the score. Icing is the call as Waupun fires it down. And since we just had a whistle, nobody will change. Highlanders will put their offense out here. 2:56. We are tied at 1. Change of directions here by the Waupun Warriors. Chase Zingsheim gets it over to Derek Pribino. Tries to bank it off of the boards. Change directions. Coming back the other way with some speed. Flagner loses at the blue line. They're going to be offside Zingsheim. And they'll get a whistle. And a change at 2:37. Face off just outside of the bench of the Waupun Warriors. Picked up there by the Highlanders. Cross ice pass. Back into the defensive zone of the Highlanders. They get into the neutral zone. Trying to get it in on the attack. Way outside on the shot by number 5, Charlie Kazmarek. Into the slot area. There was an opportunity and a good defensive play there by the Warriors. Back out to the defense. Shot in front. Knocked down, caught the inner thigh, I believe, of one of the Highlanders. Trying to come back the other way is Polda. Hustle play there by Bostotnik. Turn back over into the neutral zone. Warriors going to pick it up. That's going to be number 12, Peyton Vandergalen. Fromholtz, who's got the goal, comes in on the attack, shoots wide. Bostotnik gets kissed against the boards, held in there by Vandergalen. Good tip there by Fromholtz, just went wide. So he was in front of the net. We talked about you got to get some bodies in front, take away the eyes of Wickman, or get a bad tip, take some dirty goals. Numbers here, shot through the skates by Mitch Colburn. Didn't get through as a good defensive play there by Kerner. 1:20 and counting here in that second period. Blocker save way out front. That's not good rebound control there by Benton. He's lucky that nobody was there for the Highlanders. He put that right out into the slot. That's going to be a check from behind. So they're going to call it a rough. I thought it was a check from behind as he hit him from behind, and we'll see. Going into the box is going to be number 2. And they're going to call a rough. At 1:06. Second penalty here for the Highlanders. Asking for some clarification in here. I thought it was a good call. I think he could have easily called it as a check from behind. Yeah, coach is asking the same thing because I saw it over there. Let's see what happens here on the power play for the Warriors. Cleared there. And hustling after it. Nagel comes out and plays it. Gives it over to Vandergalen, and he loses it behind the net, picks it back up. Tries to clear it into the neutral zone. Plastotnik turns it back over to the Highlanders. They fire it back down. Two Warriors run into each other. Nagel gets the save on the dump in. And hustling back the other way is Derek Pribino. Coming through the neutral zone, gets rubbed up against the wall, and the puck gets turned over. Coming back the other way is number 21, Sam Hansen. He drops it down low. Chips out in front. Bad ricochet coming off of the dasher board. And Benton got lucky there to hustle back in. There's a chance shorthanded. Good save there. Puck again shoots way out into the slot area. Coming back the other way is Camden Flagner. 7 seconds and counting here in the period. Held in there by the Warriors. Picked up there by Kerner. Drops it to Beam. He shoots into the stick. And picked up there by Luke Lalonde. And there will be 54 seconds remaining on the power play for the Warriors. Benton Nagel will come back and we'll talk about his 13 for 13, 10 for 11 for Wickman. We'll step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Right, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. My apologies for running so much time on the ads. I typically don't like to do that, but one of the things that we do here on Jeff's live stream is at the end of the game, if Waupun wins, we do interviews down on the ice, and I wanted to make sure everything was charged, so I got everything out of the container to make sure that it's charged and ready to go if Waupun would be able to pull this thing off. Let's take a look at what we've got here so far for the Waupun Warriors. In that period, they scored an even strength goal. Number 10, Hunter Fromholtz on the short side with the assist to Camden Flagner, and the secondary goes to Jacob Hopp. And then they had a penalty at the 5:11 on the clock mark by number 19, Jace Zingsheim. Too many men on the ice. 2 penalties here for the Highlanders. I don't have the first penalty. I didn't write it down. That was my mistake. The second penalty by Kyle Miller with 1:06 on the clock. Took a rough. So upon when they come back here for the third period, they will have 54 seconds of a power play opportunity. And one of the things Waupun has struggled with the power play so far on the season, they've only executed at a 9% rate. And that's pretty bad on 18 opportunities that they have had so far on this season. And last year it was one of their bugaboos as well. Some coaches just trying to figure out how to get their power play to work. The Highlanders haven't had much more success on the power play either. They did get one power play goal on in that first period by number 11, Vince Baker, with the assistant number 13, Bryce Boris, and the secondary to Mitch Coburn. And that's where they got their goal. We're going to step aside here. We'll run a couple of more ads, and then we will come back and we will talk about what we think they're talking about and discussing in the locker rooms here with the coaches. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. 1-1 is the score as we get ready to start the third period. Waupun will start on the power play for 54 seconds. And Cameron, what do you think again? Coach Tank, we'll start with Coach Tank this time for the Waupun Warriors. What do you think he's telling his players?
We had our opportunities this last period. A little more time in the offensive zone. Come out, make this 54 seconds count. Attack, attack, attack.
I thought they did a fantastic job once again on that short-sided goal. They had a little bit of traffic in front. They kept going after it and getting it into Wickman. again, the thing that they have to do, if you're asking me, they've got to get traffic, get pucks to the net, and make sure that they are attacking. If you are Coach Navari for the Highlanders, what do you think he's telling them in there?
Much of the same. How they got that first goal in. I know it was on a power play.
Trickled through the 5-hole.
They've got to repeat those same things. I mean, I feel like you could be giving the same speech to either team right now.
I would agree with you here. I believe that they do have to make sure that they are out there getting pucks to the net. They've got to have people in the attack zone because right now Benton is struggling with his rebound control, and he just has to make sure that he controls the puck in his end and not give these Highlanders a chance. But
I think that's what it comes down to is which goalie is going to be able to control the rebounds better and who's actually going to execute and put the puck in the back of the net.
I completely agree with you right here. We'll see how these teams, both of these teams, Waupun has won the third period 5-4 when it comes to goals. And the Highlanders are close. I believe that they lost it, and they've lost 2 games in overtime, so they haven't been able to finish. So we'll see what happens here in this period between the Highlanders and the Warriors. Again, 54 seconds for the Waupun Warriors on the power play here. So again, if they could sneak one in here right away in the beginning here, I think that they have a chance to hold off and keep that 2-1 lead. But they need to make sure that they take advantage and execute here right now. Here we go. We get ready. Let's blow that whistle and drop the puck. Once again, power play for 54 seconds for the Waupun Warriors. Definitely would help them out tremendously to get something rolling here. Picked up into the neutral zone. Dropped there by some water. Puck stick goes flying on the stick check. Nothing illegal about that. It was lifted there by Beam. He's going to run things. Down low. Shot. Ricocheted up into the netting. And a good attack right there. 34 seconds here for Waupun. Was a good shot from a good area right there. Walked right into the dot, got into the house. Yeah, they're checking how wet it is in the crease. It is very wet. I saw that before. I think there might be a little bit of a divot there that they're trying to fix. And I was going to comment on that before because they put in a new floor. You would think that it would have been okay, but that was one area that has always been an issue here at the Waupun Ice Arena, the crease down in front of the warming room. But it looks like there might be a big divot that's there, and Wickman's trying to help them get that divot filled in, which will force them to give a little bit of time here for that to set up, I think. Good job ice maintenance there by the officiating crew. One there by the Warriors. Held in by Jacob Kerner. Down into the corner. Back up to Kerner. Walks in. Good stick there by Bryce Boris. And trying to clear. Beam is going to get to the boards first. Shot. Knocked down there by number 20. I don't know what happened to Vince Baker, but he's hurt and went to the bench. I didn't see any actual physical contact. It looked like he blew an edge and went down. And we're back to full strength. Killed off. Hustling after it. Underneath the stick. That should have been a hold there by Nagel as he did not play it well. Coming back the other way. Shot in there. Wickman off of the glove. Turned aside by the Highlanders back into the neutral zone. Pinch. Grabbing, following up. Good cross-ice pass. Ripped down there by number 14, Gabe Farina. Trying to get there on the forecheck. They don't. That's one of the things I don't like about a dump and chase. Unless you're going to the bench to get some players on the ice, you typically are going to turn that over. Waupun returns the favor. Coming back, walking all the way in. Shot just wide. Good job there by number 14, Gabe Farina, to come in on the attack. And a better back check there. Nagel's going to dive on it and stop. Get the whistle at 15-10. The Highlanders had the chance there, Cameron.
All over it.
Walked his way in. Nobody stops him. Back check finally gets there, and I believe it was Pribino that got back in there. $15-10 remaining here in the third period. They're going to boot the center, I believe, for Homestead. They've been very staying on top of it here. Somebody must have skated in early. Drop there. Won by the Highlanders. Shot in off of his own player. Comes back to the boards. Highlanders trying to hold in, clear to the neutral zone. They got to go back in, shot all the way down. Blocker save, this time by Nagel into the corner. Highlanders trying to shot on the short side, cannot get it. Puck loose, Bent Nagel with a good save there. Top shot, good save as that's kicked aside. Again, good sustained attack pressure here by the Highlanders. And so far, Ben Nagel's been able to turn them all away. That's going to go underneath the stick, and that'll be an icing call. So Waupun rimmed it across the boards. Couldn't quite reach it for the Highlanders. One is your score here from the Waupun Ice Arena. Sectional seating implications here. Beam gets it out. Nope, held there by the Highlanders, number 6, Doug Jones. That time it's going to be popped into the neutral zone. Banged off of the boards. Trying to get it down low are the Highlanders. Jones will pinch. Gets it back into the center. Taken there, I believe that is Postotnik down low as the center. It was. Shot in and wide of the net. Goes off of the boards. Picked up there by the Warriors. Coming, skating through the neutral zone with it is number 16, Camden Flagner. Has it knocked off of the stick. It'll be picked up there by number 16, Paxton Hoffman. Goes in on the forecheck up against Derek Pribino. Held in there by the Highlanders. Tried to center, nothing there. Taken away by Hunter Fromholtz. Coming back the other way are the Warriors. Flagner tries to make a toe drag to get it into the slot area. And a good job there by the Highlanders. All the way at the circles. Back to the D. Shot. Saved by Wickman. The reader shot by the logo of the figure skaters. Pribino. That's going to tip in there, and a goal will be scored for the Waupun Warriors. At the 12:46 mark here in the third period. We'll see who they're going to give it to. I think it was Fromholtz who scored, but I'm not sure who's going to get the assist. They had traffic, just what we talked about. They got traffic in front of the goalie. Cribino on the assist. Warriors take a 2-1 lead here at home. Drop down low, comes off the dasher, played by Wickman. Picked up here by Vince Baker. Glad to see that he's back on the ice. Skating with it is Bryce Boris. Good hip check there by Beam. You're going to see the physicality pick up now. They've got the lead. They're going to be a little bit more physical. That'll be an ice for the Warriors. At least that's been the typical MO. Try and pound them into submission. Not let them have anything that they can work with. Face-off coming back after the ice. Gabe Farina battling against Colton Pastotnik. Pastotnik wins it, picked up there by Beam. Off of the boards. Tries to go with it, pushed down deep. Parker Zickert fits it into the neutral zone. That'll be, they're going to wave it off. They're going to say he could have played that. Okay. Highlanders have to pick it up. Try and go the whole length of the ice to get the equalizer. Picked up there by Lalonde. To Farina, turned over there, picked up by Owen Polda. Goes to the ice. Chipped, to knock it down was Jacob Herner. Good move here by Chase Beam. Walks it all the way in. Shot through the 5-hole. Chase Beam with the goal number 3 for the Waupun Warriors at 11:05. Nice work there for Beam. And it is now 3-0 Waupun. Or 3-1. My apologies. 3-1. Let's see what they give if there is an assist or not. Highlanders trailing by 2. That's going to go flying into the bench. Unassisted. That's what it sounded like to me. Beam with goal number 3 for the Warriors. 10:55 here left on the clock. Warriors with a 3-0 or 3-1 lead. Coming back are the Highlanders. They got numbers 3-on-1. Passed it wide and a good job there. One defenseman, Derek Pribino, back is able to put it to the boards. Highlanders short side shot saved there by Nagel. Comes all the way out to the blue line. Cleared. Nagel stops it behind the net. Looks to play it. The Highlanders again coming back on the attack. Flagner tried to clear right into the slot, walking in and a save. Good job there by Benton Nagel to come out and challenge at the top of the paint. Face-off going to come down here to the Trapper side of Benton Nagel. As the Warriors trying to hold on to a 3-1 lead. Again, this has huge implications for seeding in the sectional. Stepping up, hold, shot into the into the skates of Colton Pastotnik, but right back to one of the Highlanders on a good stick there by Parker Zickert. Into the corner, trying to pop it free. Pulls away by Highlanders, comes all the way out to the D. Traffic in front, and a goal scored by number 22 for the Highlanders, Nolan McGurthy. At 9:51, traffic in front. Nagel could not see it. And it was pulled back. I did not see who pulled it all the way back for McGurthy. to get the goal. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Hope that you're enjoying this broadcast. What a fantastic game we have here between the Highlanders and the Warriors. It is now 3-2 after McGurthy just found and put one in the back of the net. Warriors, it's like I said, the physicality is going to pick up. Coburn on the first assist to Smerrick on the secondary. I am very impressed with these officials paying attention to make sure they get all of the assists. That's going to be an ice as it goes underneath the stick of the Highlanders, and a faceoff coming back this way. Not even halfway through the third period, and we got 3 goals already in the back of the net for the third period. 2 for the Warriors and 1 for the Highlanders. And we've got a contest here, 3-2 between these two teams. And I talked about it in the pregame. These two teams are mirror images of each other. Their stats are the same. The only difference, Wickman doing a good job of battling, is that the Highlanders have played, I believe, at least tougher competition so far. But right now the Warriors are scrapping away. Pulled out there by Flagner. Tries to walk it in. Tied up in the high slot. Shut there by Tribunal. Goes over the top of the net. Highlanders trying to clear it out. Banged off of the boards. Hustling after it is... We're going to have an icing here. Good hustle by number 11 to try and get there. And Vince Baker. Hunter Fromholz did a nice job there of screening him off. Fromholz with 2 goals tonight. Faceoff's going to come all the way back down here by the Highlanders' end. At 8:55 on the clock. Warriors have it in their zone. Tried to shoot it through a whole bunch of traffic. It was Reeder, nothing there. Reeder steps up. That's going to be a penalty, as it's going to be head contact on Reeder. We'll see if they're going to give him a 5. That's what the conversation is right now. Should it be a 5? After that head contact, I guess I didn't hit the instant replay. I don't think it's going to be. They're going to call it an elbow. It is a 5. Oh, my. So here's the difference with this, Cameron. On a 5-minute penalty, the penalty does not reset. They get the full 5 minutes. You can score as many goals as you want. Ooh. Yeah, major penalty. At 8:44.
So is that just like a rule difference between high school and other levels?
Nope, they have majors also at the other levels. It's usually with blood. But the elbow came up high, hit him in the head. So it's going to be the head contact with the elbow. And it's a 5-minute major. That's one of the plays that they've been trying to get out of hockey at all levels. It's just so dangerous.
Right.
We'll see what happens here on the penalty kill. The power play has not been very successful for the Highlanders either. I mean, they're sitting at 16%, if I remember correctly. Through the neutral zone, trying to get it in. Walks it into the slot. Looks, resets. Comes out back up to the D. Back down low up against the boards. For the Highlanders, looking for the overload, trying to switch it to the other side. Active sticks in there by the Warriors. Their PK has been at 70%. Swings to the opposite side. Couldn't get it on the stick to pull the trigger. Is number 4, Mitch Coburn. Working it around are the Highlanders. That's number 20, Luke Lalonde. Back to him. Shot from the top. Save. Kick into the corner by Benton Nagel. That's not going to get through to Nagel. They have got to get traffic in front of him if the Highlanders want to try and get this through. Shot from the top of the slot for the Highlanders. Puck is loose. Still 3:28 on the penalty. Backside misses everything. One time by Lalonde. Warriors try to clear. Cannot. Held in by the Highlanders. Back down low to the goal line. Up to the D, shot way wide of the net. Hustling after it are the Highlanders. That's going to be Lalonde once again. They're going to try and work this whole 5 minutes with this power play unit. I think that's a mistake. Lalonde tries to get it there. Tip in front. Couldn't get it. And that'll be held in. Good hustle play there by Coburn to hold it in. Back to Coburn. Shot through. Pad save. Kick to the corner. Lalonde will pick it up. Back to Coburn. Running it at the point. Swings it. One time. Pad save in the crease area, but cleared by the defense. And hustling to the bench to try and get some more offense out there with some rest. The Warriors doing a good job of killing this thing off so far. Trying to get it out. Bang down low. Goes over to Chase Beam. Beam with it below the goal line. Clears through the middle of the ice. Hustling after it. It's Parker Zickert to put some pressure on the puck. Trying to clear are the Highlanders. Through the neutral zone. Picked up there by number 14, Farina. Knocked off of the stick. Good play there by the Warriors into the neutral zone. 155. Good a couple of shots here, but not much really as a scoring opportunity here for the Highlanders. That one's going to be way outside the blue line. That better not go in the net than it didn't. Ben Nagel put it right into the corner. Chase Beam lights up Charlie McCasmerick. Rips it down as Kazmarek is going to go to the bench after taking that hit. In cross ice, a pass again, couldn't control it in the neutral zone. Chip, Parker Zickert giving chase. Knocked off the puck by Turner. Back into the neutral zone for the Highlanders. There's down to 1:15. Good penalty kill here for the Warriors. Taken down to the ice with some assistance. Not going to be called into a slot. Right over the top of the net was number 13, Bryce Boris. Had it wide open. 55 seconds for the Highlanders. Coming with some speed. Trying to walk it through the feet. Does not. Good clear there by Derek Pribno. Wickman. And they're going to have to regroup. 40 seconds remains, and a great job here so far by the Waupun Warriors to kill this major. Ripped back down. He played there by Vince Baker. He takes it off of the board. Picked up over there by Lalonde. He skates through the middle of the ice. Gets into the blue line. Shot. Pad. Blocker save by Nagel. 15 seconds and counting, and the Waupun Warriors are going to kill off this 5-minute major. Lalonde from the dot. Bad angle shot. Knocked in front there. Pulled to Pistotnik. Tried to clear, and it was by Chase Beam. And the penalty is killed off. Shot and a save by Nagel. Gets on it and gets the whistle at 3:39. Wow. What a great penalty kill there by the Waupun Warriors.
Excellent job there to hold them off.
Eat up that whole 5 minutes.
Whole 5 minutes.
I don't think there was one stop, maybe one stoppage. .339 and counting. The Waupun Warriors with a 1-goal lead, 3-2 over the Highlanders. Waupun coming right back with it through the neutral zone. Even strength. Drops it down low. Wickman tries to put it to the corner. Picked up over there by Kyle Miller. Has it. Looks. Cross-ice pass. Right on the stick of number 16, Hoffman. From the dot. Takes a shot wide of the net. Back into the slot area. Comes all the way out to the D. Rims it around. Down below the goal line. Picked up there by the Waupun Warriors. Gets it out into the neutral zone, and going after it is going to be McGurthy. He had the last goal for the Highlanders. Slams on the break. Tries to get a pass over to the far side. It was number 14, Farina. Could not. Coming back the other way. Numbers for Waupun. 3-on-0. walking in, saved by Wickman, and the goal is off. And they get the whistle at 2:38. Okay, so who do we start thinking about here that we got to talk to for Waupun if they get this? You got the goal scorer, and Hunter Fromholz has got 2.
Fromholz has got 2. I don't know how you don't talk to Fromholz.
I think we almost have to talk to Benton Nagel as well if he is able to sneak out the victory here for the goalie.
Definitely done a solid job tonight in net.
Puck is loose over there still. Highlanders trying to clear it out. Held in there by Chase Beam. Picked up there by the Highlanders. Pola tries to make a check into the neutral zone. Again, I knew we would see much more physicality. They're going to step up and check as soon as they can. Taken away there by, good work there by Benton Nagel to track that one in front. It was a great move there by Bryce Boris. Right in the slot area again. Good defense there by the Warriors. Number 20, Jacob Turner. Hustling back the other way is Lalonde, number 20. Gets around the defense, walks his way in, tries to go through the 5-hole, cannot. And a good stop there by Nagel. 140 and counting. Hustle, shot, empty netter! Score by Camden Flagner! I didn't see the net go empty.
I did not either. Totally missed that.
I knew it had to be coming, though. And we'll see if that's going to be an unassisted goal. I'm going to turn up this other microphone. So I'm going to try and get myself ready here to have that interview. So Cam will run the computer up here. I'll continue to call it while I'm moving here as soon as I get the microphone out of the box. It's just a 13-20 long touch. Is this working? Yes? Yeah. Now is it working? Unassisted goal there by Camden Flagner. I'm going to start the head down. Coming up on 1 minute and 7 seconds. One minute remaining here. 4-2 for the Waupun Warriors. 52 seconds remain here for the Waupun Warriors to try and sneak out a victory here at home over the sectional opponent in the Highlanders from Homestead. Huge victory here if Waupun is able to hold this off for the next 40 seconds. Puck loose in front. Nagel gets on top. 20 seconds remain. And a great battle there. A little bit of physicality. Separating a couple of the boys. Going to take them both. Beam is going to come and have a seat. Chase is going to get called for the rough. "26 seconds remain." Yeah, I get to chuckle down here too. 2 minutes for the rough. On the Waupun Warriors. 26 seconds remain, though. They've got to put 2 in the back of the net. That's going to be awful tough, especially after Waupun just killed off a 5-minute major. Timeout's going to be called here by the Highlanders. We're going to step aside as well, Cam, so if you can run one ad, that'll be perfect.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Welcome back here. Waupun Ice Arena.
Welcome back here. Sorry about that, Cam. Setting things up here for the power play are the Highlanders. 26 seconds remain. Waupun comes all the way back. Slot from the wide angle. No way. Lalon misses that one. Comes back here into the neutral zone. 18 seconds remain here for the Waupun Warriors. Highlanders step up. Good defensive play right there for Singsheim. Hustling after it, putting some pressure on there. Put over here by the Highlanders. Good check. That's going to be a hit from behind, but they're going to let it go. And that's going to rim around, and it's going to count down to 2 and 1. And the Waupun Warriors are going to come up with a huge victory here over the Homestead Highlanders. 4-2. Cam, we'll step aside here while they are shaking the hands. We'll get some ads, and I'll pull across.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Joining me now here on the post-game show is number 17, Hunter Fromholz. Hunter, what a contest you guys had here tonight. Just tell me, you put 2 in the net. Just tell me how things were working there.
Pretty much just get our whole goal tonight is just get pucks on net, banging rebounds, just get shot volume, and yeah, we just buried them in.
I thought that you guys had a lot more offensive zone pressure. Is that something that you were also working with your line?
Yeah, we've been working in practice a lot of offensive lines and like offensive zone time and face-offs. It's been helping a lot.
So tell me what you were seeing as far as an opening on the goalie there that you were able to find 2.
I just saw traffic in front. Just figured just let one fly, and it made its way through.
I think that those 2 goals are what set the tone, and you had them back to back. Congratulations. Thank you. Great job on the victory, especially here against a sectional opponent. Nice Hunter Fromholtz. Let's have a conversation here now with number 30, the goalie, Benton Nagel. Hey, Benton, what a fantastic job in net tonight. Just tell me, first of all, I want to talk about that 5-minute kill. Tell me about what you were feeling there.
Yeah, legs got pretty sore pretty quick, but defense did a great job keeping it on the outside, making the shots easy to save. I think our defense played really well this game, and I think that was a big reason we won today.
You also did a fantastic job with 37 saves. So just talk to me about what were you seeing. You must have saw the puck a little bit better than the last time we were here.
Honestly, I had no idea it was that high. I just was focused all game. I tried to relax and calm myself after the first period. Legs were a little shaky, feeling a little anxious, but I pushed through it, relaxed myself, and I think that helped me play better.
You got to feel good about getting a victory here at home, especially against a potential sectional opponent. Just tell me about what you're thinking right now.
I'm just glad that we put on a good show for the fans. It was a great game all around. I thank the other team for coming here. And honestly, it's all for my schoolmates, the parents, and it felt good getting a win.
Congratulations on a great victory here, Ben. Nice job. You bet. Good job there. Joining me now is the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors. Wow, what a battle.
Yeah, that was a intense game. So both teams fought really hard. It went all the way down to the wire. So, we were tested there at the end at the 5-minute penalty, which was not an ideal scenario, but our kids were resilient and they fought through it. So I was proud of them.
I was really impressed with the fact that you kept that clock running almost that entire 5 minutes. That doesn't happen very often. So Benton doesn't get a freeze. The puck stays out there, which actually I think plays into the defensive hand. I mean, just tell me what your thoughts were about that.
Yeah, I think we did a good job on limiting their chances to the middle. They had the puck on the wall the whole time, and they were trying to move it around to find a seam, but our guys were doing a good job to fill lanes, and, we made it tough for them and ultimately got the kill on it, so that was good.
You and I had talked off air before the interview that you guys needed to make sure that you work together and move the puck. First 2 goals, you got 2 people assisting on that. Talk to me about what your thought processes was with those first 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean, it was a battle. We had a hard time getting them in. So the message was to just keep chipping away, keep chipping away, keep chipping away, make the right play and eventually they'll go. And then they did. So
you and I also talked about Benton had to have a good game and had to be out at the top of the crease and cutting down the angles. What'd you think?
Yeah, he played really well, especially in that third period. Some big saves at the end of the game to keep us ahead. So I was proud of his effort.
Got to feel good about getting that victory over Homestead, a sectional opponent here. Final thoughts?
No, just proud of the guys. Now we got a little rest. Took some bumps and bruises. That team played hard all the way to the end. So, we'll rest up and then be ready to go January 2nd.
Congratulations, Coach, on the victory here at the Waupun Ice Arena. Has been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank. We're going to step aside here and hear from a couple of more of our sponsors, and we'll come back and wrap things up here on the postgame. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Reach out today.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Angling.
Welcome back here. Whoops, sorry about that. Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena here on our post-game show. Again, the Waupun Warriors did a fantastic job. Whoops, forgot to transfer the camera over here, so I'll see if I can do that real quick. There we go. And then we'll move this down. There. Okay, here we go. Let's give you a recap here from the Waupun Ice Arena. At 11:52 in the first period, a power play goal scored first by the Highlanders. Goal goes to number 11, Vince Baker, with the assist to number 13, Bryce Boris, and the secondary goes to Mitch Coburn. At 9:51, the second goal scored in the third period for the Highlanders. Number 22, Nolan McGurthy, assist to number 4, Mitch Coburn. Secondary goes to Charlie Kesmerick. 2 penalties for the Highlanders. I missed the first one. I forgot to write it down. The second one was committed by number 2, Kyle Miller, at 1:06 in the second with a rough. Let's take a look at the Waupun Warriors scoring here tonight. At the 10-minute mark in the first period, number 17, Hunter Fromholtz, with the assist to Camden Flagner, and number 10, Jacob Hopp, an even strength goal. And then it took here until the third period to get things rolling here for the Warriors. At the 10-minute mark, at the 12:46 mark in the third period, number 17, once again, Hunter Fromholtz, with the assist to number 9, Derek Cribino. The 11:05 mark, just a minute and a half after that, number 4, Chase Beam, unassisted, puts in the third goal. And then at 1:39 with the empty netter, Camden Flagner, unassisted. So Flagner had 2 points tonight. Hunter Fromholtz with 2 points tonight. 37 saves for Benton Nagel in net. 24 saves for Charlie Wickman. And then we had the empty net goal as well. Cameron, I don't know, what were your final thoughts here of this contest?
I don't know that I have anything, much more positive to add to that. Great game from Nagel in the net. Good to see him kind of bounce back from the last time we were here watching him. But man, they right on what we talked about, getting guys out in front, blocking the view of that goalie. It's not the same game plan for either team. Waupun was just able to impose their will and play their game.
Yeah, I thought they executed much better tonight. I thought they were more physical. Both of these teams, I mean, again, and we knew that this was going to happen, that the Highlanders would come out and skate. They are a tough team. They play in a tough conference, and they were battling up until the end. What really hurt them was their failure to execute on that 5-minute penalty. And you got to give credit to the Waupun Warriors for, again, I believe that puck stayed in play the entire 5 minutes. And when you can't get people to come off of the bench to be able to reset, it is really hard to continue to execute that power play. And I think that was the turning point right there, especially with Benton Nagel turning away. I believe they said he had 16. Yeah, that would be right. 16 saves in that third period alone. I mean, that's a ton. And Benton, very humble about it, and did a fantastic job. Still, I would say, and Benton knows that I'm going to be hard on him, just because I'm a goalie dad, so I know Benton still needs to work on that rebound control. You cannot put that puck out in front of the net. He's got to find ways to get it outside of the house, which is your dots area, coming all the way back out to the top of the circles. He's got to figure out a way to command that. And it's easy for me to sit here and criticize that because of I'm not the one trying to stop a 60 or 70 mile an hour puck and put it in the right spot. But I know that he has the ability to do so. The Waupun Warriors, they're on a break right now for a little while. And you heard Coach Tank. He is so excited about how this team performed. Great Friday night hockey. Good fans here. Great celebration to get the victory 4-2. One of the things that we do here on Jeff's live stream, whenever we end a contest here, we always try and end it with a prayer. But before we get to that, again, you can see the schedule that is up on the screen. Tomorrow we've got girls basketball in Randolph. When we come back from the break, we got 4 games, a doubleheader in Randolph and a doubleheader at Laconia. Right off the bat on January 2nd. And then on January 3rd, we've got Mayville basketball that's going to be taking place. So we're busy here at Just Livestream all the time. And Radio Plus also has games on the opposite channel here that they constantly are streaming as well. So we've got you well covered here in the greater Waupun area. Now let's end this thing with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to give you all the glory, thanks, and praise for the opportunity that we had here today to witness some of your absolutely amazing creatures that you've created to come out here and battle on the ice. Lord, we give you thanks and praise, and we pray that we have given you all the glory, because every time that we have blood in our veins and breath in our lungs, we continue to hopefully bring honor to you. We know that we are a broken people. We also know that you have the ability to forgive us and to help us with that. So we ask that during this Christmas season, Heavenly Father, that you please remember that we are your servants, and we ask for continued grace. Lord, we know this is a very physical contest here, and we know that there's going to be boys who've got bumps and bruises and they're banged up, and we ask, Lord, that you be with them and that you help them heal from this physical contest. And also, Lord, we ask this as all these people are trying to make it home here on a Friday night. We ask that you be with all of them as they try and make it home safely. And we know, Lord, that you can do that so that they can bring praise and glory to you for one more day. We ask all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thanks again for following us here on Jeff's live stream. Again, we have got contests on Monday and on Tuesday. We've got a contest Saturday. We got contests on Monday and Tuesday, and then we got games when we come back after our Christmas break. We hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast here on Jeff's live stream. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a rink or basketball court near us.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff